All right, and now we're live. Make sure that the audio is working correctly, and turn on the camera. All right, camera's on. Let's see. There we go. All right, so tonight we're just finishing pretty much a sketch we started on Superbowl night, and we just got a little bit further on the design. Let's see how the music. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh, 1 sec. Let me just make sure that the audio is good. Okay, that's good. I just needed to make sure I won't be getting copyrights today, last time, because I'm using my own playlist. Okay. And what's last thing? Last thing before I start drawing, that okay, this is on, that's on. Alright, so today pretty much inking this drawing, and alright, so a lot of this down a little bit. We got this, we got that. And what's the last thing I'm missing? Okay. All right, here we go. So from the last time that we're drawing, this is pretty much how far we got. So we got this guy and we got this guy. So I got from that guy. Am I listening? Oh yeah, so mute this. Yeah, that's muted. Okay. Yeah, so we went from here to here, and then from this one, went from there to there. So now what we're doing is just lowering the opacity. Let me just do the top first, lowering the opacity, and then just changing the using my brush. I have a custom made brush that sort of it has a bit of a smooth grip when it comes to the inking. And then I also have changed my style from the thick to thin, like the pressure of the pens, to just like one line. Since this one is a bit smaller, I usually just draw with this setting, so that when it's bigger portraits like face, but when it's full body and things like that, I like to go a little smaller. And let's get into it right away. Okay, so I'm streaming on TikTok, but it says gaming, even though I chose art. And then I'm streaming on YouTube at the same time. Hello, welcome. So we're just finishing the Samuel Jackson drawing that I started a little while ago. That was last Sunday. And now I said I'm getting to finish it. All I'm doing now is just inking it. Thank you for passing through. And yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the Super Bowl, and Drake just dropped a new album. So a lot going on right now. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, so I'm just trying to finish these, at least one of them, and then I will see if my goal is to get faster pretty much at drawing, so to finish drawings within an hour or less. And this would be sort of like a style. So the sketch is already done, like I said, and so it will be like a self-shaded style, which is like simple shadow. Hey, Justy, welcome to the live. And I'm using Procreate, which is an iPad program, to draw. Let's see. How's your weekends going? What you been up to? Okay. And the reason why I decided to change my brush to something simpler is because my goal is to make animations and things like that. And with animation, usually you have just a simple line instead of thick to thin. So the line weight doesn't change. Mine does change a little bit when I draw a little bit sideways. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to just bear with me 1 second. I'm supposed to add this in my story. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Start this. And yeah, so my goal is to grow my YouTube channel. What is this? And my TikTok, and get better at drawing. Tuning. All right, and we're all set. Okay. I'm trying to increase my speed and accuracy pretty much. And be a DJ, because I feel like being a streamer is like being a DJ. Entertaining, and yeah. Let me know what you guys think of the sketch so far. Oh, Samuel, no. It's just something that's supposed to be simple, which is the inking, because the sketching and fixing takes a longer time. The first pass was just a couple of minutes. Let me see if I just gonna put it small right over here. So when I zoom out, you can see where it started. All right. All right. So, and I'm going for sort of like a comic book look, where I'll darken some of the shadows. Then I'll add some stippling and dashes for details. Hello, welcome to the stream. Today I'm just finishing a Superbowl sketch that I started last week. Okay. So like I said, we already got a little bit of the likeness in with the sketch, and we're just gonna just try to breeze through these the ink. It usually is the easiest process, but I'm seeing a couple of mistakes. So as I am doing this, I'm also fixing mistakes when I see them. Okay. Let's see. Okay. What do you guys think of the role that Samuel Jackson played for this Super Bowl? Uncle Sam. Let's see if I lower it here. Let's go too low on this. All right. Okay, good. And I'm just keeping the audio low on the stream for me, just so that I can know if my microphone dies. So the goal is to finish this drawing within an hour. Pretty much painted and shadow. Let's see if we meet the goal. All right. Okay. So I also just dropped a new tutorial on YouTube. It's like an old live stream I did a couple of months ago, but I think it was a good topic to talk about balance when you're drawing, because sometimes you're drawing and things look way off balance. So it's just good to touch on that. All right, we'll fix those stars later. Let's see. Okay, this nose, make a little bit longer on this side. Alright, so we're done with the face pretty much. The glasses, I usually do like smaller details on a separate layer, especially if they overlaying the character specific ways. Hey Gina, welcome to the stream. Just drawing over here a little bit of the Superbowl from last week. I'm trying to get faster just so when something happens, I like to do the drawing and not wait till the time has passed where everyone already drew everything. I'm trying to keep up. And then I should be also creating some of my characters, like my original characters, and some book ideas that I have that I also want to finish. Okay. So on this stage of inking, I'm also fixing a couple of mistakes that I find here and there. But I'm pretty much just following the guidelines from the sketch. Okay, what do you guys think so far of how everything has been unfolding about the Super Bowl? and about Drake dropping a new album. Okay. Well, after the Super Bowl, I meant. Let's turn on the fan. So on this streams, I'll be playing video games one day, and the next I should be drawing. But Saturday and Sundays, well, usually Saturdays I want to do some 3D modeling or gaming. But because I didn't stream last night, which I was supposed to do this, I was already too late for me to do the stream. I'm doing it today, but tomorrow probably be doing a study or finishing just another idea that I had, which is just the iconic video of Kendrick when he starts walking. I've been wanting to do this reel ideas, because I feel like nowadays everything's about reels and shorts, and I need to keep up with the times and change the way of attracting people to see my art. This is what it's all about. Trying to create content. And one thing I need to do is also to watch my lives to see if I say anything interesting, because pretty much everything is improvised, and sometimes there's cool things that happen or funny things that happen in the stream that I can just catch and share or reshare. Okay. Okay. Drink some water. Some water. Okay. To the ham. Over here is 12:06. Should be done. Let's see. How long do I have? Been doing almost 30 minutes. Wow. Well, probably a little less since I started. Probably like a minute 10 or something. I just let it run for a little bit to get set up. But my goal again is to stream every day One day will be drawing, and another one will be art. Mm-hmm. I feel like when I get quiet, it's like I'm focused. I'm focused. Yeah, let's put this. Boom. And there's so much to learn about streaming that I haven't even tried to learn. I'm just doing the bare minimum in a way. But I would like for the future to learn how to like activate the sound when anyone says something or writes something, to have it read it to me. Okay. But clearly, I don't have anyone in the chat right now, so it doesn't really matter. I just let the videos live afterwards, as a regular, as if for someone to watch later on. Okay. And almost time to color. But yeah, so I see. So if I would have made the sketch a little bit more precise, I would just be blindly inking. But I'm still doing minor corrections as I'm getting in the phase of inking. Thank you for tuning in. Those who are tuning in, passing by, don't be shy, say hello. And from where you're watching, appreciate just your time for tuning in. I'm doing a Samuel Jackson piece as Uncle Sam. And I didn't warm up or anything, so I just came in right away to do the inking. Usually, I feel like the eyes need to warm up so that I can see better. Usually, now I'm feeling like I'm almost in the zone, but not there yet. I still feel like my mind goes in and out of the page, and that leads to making some mistakes. You guys will probably see something that I don't see, but yeah, thank you for tuning in. I think we're almost ready for the coloring. Okay. And I was going through a dilemma of whether I should stream video games and art on one channel, and on the other one just keep it like family stuff. I have 2 YouTube channels. One more of like talking, and I can show my life as a father and a husband, and dive into topics with my wife about relationship and what's the man role, things like that, different topics, which I already have like 2 videos on that channel, which is Chanko P 911 at in YouTube and on TikTok and Instagram. But I do post some video game content on the Instagram and TikTok. But I'm wondering if if it should be okay or for the video game and drawing to be streaming the same. So like digital stuff and then or my hobbies or my passions, and then the other one should be just talking and family stuff. Let me know what you guys think, if I should split those channels and keep drawing and art on one and family in the other, or video game family and talking and this one just strictly art. All right, let's see. This arm looks a little weird, but it's the angle sort of like sticking out towards. Let me turn this one off real quick. Okay. And this sleeve goes a little bit lower. Okay, now this one just around. And this one goes up. And the red one comes in. Oh yeah, let me do the shadows on a separate layer, just so that I don't get too confused or too into something. Okay, don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you're watching this video. Let's see how we're looking over here. All right, somewhat clean. Missing the beard, the glasses, and some of the shadows. I think that arm could be a bit bigger. I should find a clock just so that I can see the timer in big. Let's see. Do I have a... So as I think of things, I'm just gonna be improvising here. Clock. Or time. This one was 14,000. Let's go with this one. Digital clock. All right, while that's downloading, let me just finish connecting some of these limbs. This goes a little lower. Okay, the clock downloaded. And this is what kind of clock? There's a timer, an alarm, display, blah blah. Analog. That's another alarm, clock, timer. What is this? Oh, here we go. Countdown, count up. So right now it's 12:16, and I have this clock right here. Clock. Display capture application. And the clock. Where's the clock? My screen's a little small, so I have to zoom in. Physically, I have to zoom in physically. There we go. Make this small and place it up here. Let's see how we do this. Oh, so this stays floating the whole time. That's not a bad thing. Alright, so let's say it's 12. Let's see. Okay. Let's do. Guess we have 40 minutes, so let's do 20-minute countdown. Alright, so we got 20 minutes to do this. Next time I'll put it right when I start. That way I don't. This is the cool thing about doing these things live is like you can always add to it, take away, improvise. Okay. Alright, let's add the glasses. It connects right here. Or now they're just black glasses, but then I can change the color later. He got the microphone up here. And we got something in his ear on this one. Cable coming down. See if we do a better star. See if we hold it, what happens. There we go. A little bit better. Nope. See. All right, that's a little bit better. Let's get the stars separated. Cut and paste. Delete this one. That one. Let's duplicate this star. Put this one. Let's duplicate that one. Okay. Let's flip it just because we make it a bit different. And then duplicate this one and warp it. Undo, flip. And this one, all you see is just, oops. And yeah, drawing in Procreate is a little simple. Like I just use like shortcuts, like finger shortcuts and gestures to speed up the process. I guess we use the same one to copy here, flip it around and put it down here. It just saves a little bit of time. And let's erase. We got 15 minutes to color and do a little bit of shadow. All right, so here we go. Here we go now. So my method of coloring is just to do a quick selection. I change it every once in a while, depending on how I feel. But this one seems to be the one that's working for me now. Roughly go about doing the whole thing, and I just realized that that's open there. And let's just connect it all. Boom. Do some sort of gray. Drag and drop. Now I go back with, change my brush. So yeah, so to do some coloring, I do use, sometimes I use orange also, just so that I can see easier. Let's turn these off. Let's just duplicate this one. Let's put it up here. You can also see the progress we've made with these. Okay, so now I go in and clean up. Let me know what you guys think of this method of coloring. If you, what kind of coloring method do you use? How do you go about doing all your coloring? Okay. So yeah, I try to estimate just about. Then I just go out and do the simple cleanup. We got 11 minutes on the clock. What really makes these things magical is when you get to the shadow, when you start adding volume and stuff. Volume, things starts taking shape. But for me, the funnest thing is the sketching part. Now that could be messy. I'm a bit of a messy sketcher, like you can see, or you can see. But then this cleanup process has been a lot of discipline, a lot of, all right, I have to get better, I have to clean up, I have to do this, and it's not so fun for me. But we gotta do what we gotta do. And even so, like when I just decided to do this kind of line art instead of the thick to thin, it also added a different way of thinking when it comes to the line art, and it simplified it a lot actually, because I would worry about like doing this line all the time, and if one came out thicker or thinner than the other, that was a problem, or I had to go again and go again and make sure I had the right pressure, specific time. But with this kind of inking, I don't have to worry about the thick to thin lines. Oh, I see. So I can just like this here, erase right here. Oops, wrong layer. Erase right here. Connect that there. Boom, boom, boom. Beep, bop, boop. Beep, bop, boop. Can erase right here. All right, so we got the line art done. Now it's time to color. So I usually just use that back one as a clipping mask. So now anything that I color in here, it stays inside. Chapincito. Thank you for passing through. All right, so we got 9 minutes to do some damage. Okay. All right, so I first do the skin complexion, and this might change. And I'm separating layers because I can be a little bit messy when it comes to the skin, because I'm gonna be covering it up as I go. Just saves a little bit of time also. All right, now I want to find a better tone. Yeah, so the first thing is to like guessing, and then thinking about like how it's gonna look later on, and you can always change it whenever. That's why I like to separate the layers, just because it's easier if you want to make last minute changes. Even at the end, I can always say like, I can change that easily and it won't affect the clothes or anything like that. Let's do some. All right, so the blue is sort of like a jet blue. Separate layer. Okay. I'm just gonna color the whole clothes. And even if I go outside of the drawing, is still a sealed drawing. So when I do that, I'm gonna do a paint bucket tool. Not the cleanest, but you can always just change the threshold. Boom. I go in and clean up a little bit of details and erase. So tapping the pencil twice, it allows me to just switch between my brush and my eraser. Let's erase this right here. Actually, let's add over here. Hunter, what's up? Thank you for coming through, passing by. Okay, and we're back. Okay, now I'm gonna do the hat. Like I said, I have the skin under, so I'll just go over and I'll cover those lines. I think I need to clean up just a little bit here. Draw a little bit there. All right, so now we got the blue, and this is what I'm talking about. So now if I want to change this, probably another way but just gonna go with what I've been doing. Dark, make it a little bit gray blue. See how that looks. Alright, I'm gonna leave it how it is. The whites, usually I don't like to wear do pure white, so we're gonna make a little bit of gray. This will be for the shirt. And I can see that I gotta go back and clean this up a little bit more, because the volume is sort of lost here. Got a little messy. Alright, let's do the shirt. Alright, 4 minutes. We won't be finishing this. So I might have to add just a little bit more time. Alright, let's set this up. Oh wow, and the screen, my computer screen, it looks so much redder than it does on the iPad. I wonder why that is. Oh yeah, on the phone as well. You have some filters or something on the iPad screen. Let's do this. Okay. Go back to the skin and use this green gray. I mean this gray white. Alright, the eyes. Oh, I forgot this is my camera too. I'm using my phone as my camera and to watch one of the streams, one on TikTok, just so that I can see what's happening. Okay. Today I had a bit of a long day for a hike in the desert of Arizona. I'm a little exhausted, but I couldn't go another day without streaming because yesterday I didn't do a late night stream. Okay. Now we're going in with the red. Let's see if we change a little bit of the music to more hip hop. All right. Wow, big difference when it comes to the color. Let's see. Okay. All right, time's up. What did we get in an hour? So we just got two. Okay. So we just got two pretty much flat colors. And now we're gonna add some details. So let's add another 15 minutes here. 15 minutes. And this is a way also to be held accountable when it comes to making art and stuff. Keeps you focused. And all right, let's start in 3, 2, 1. Okay. We got the star. There's a one time that I used to separate all the colors, but nowadays I just do clothes and skin in separate layers, and the eyes and teeth. So not so many layers, because the issue with that is like later on you're looking for a layer and you can't find it. So I try to keep it to at least 3 layers of color, then shadow and highlight, or a little bit of light if I'm gonna do light. Elvira Cristal. Just mentioning names as I see people come in and out of the chat. Boom, 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 boom. Ignore. See how easy it is to, so many different ways to color. This is another way of just filling it in, tapping, and then dropping. But then you still gotta go in and clean it up. Alright, let's find another little mistake here. And now I'm seeing a bigger mistake, which is that the hat saturation. Okay, let's turn off this layer. Let's turn it back on. Seeing the hat over here is a little bit too big on this end. Alright, so never started the 15 minutes. Alright, here we go. What to do? Should we change it? Alright, let's change it up. So it's not such a big deal. Alright, let me grab from all the way here and grab some of this. And there we go. Another thing we can do, separate the layer, copy, paste. Now we can just erase and then merge it back. So that's it. We can grab all the stars. Matter of fact, let's merge the hat with the stars. Let's just merge these. And shortcuts in Procreate, it's super cool because I just go like this and things just merge. Boop, that's merged. So now the hat is in its own layer. Now I can bring it in. And make it a little smaller. From the top. There we go. I could have grabbed the other layers, but since the colors are simple still, I could just grab them and erase it. Let me take off these little buds. Hey Remy, thank you for coming through the live, passing by. Let's disconnect this. Microphone's still on. Alright, let's fix this hat. Like this. And that looks a little bit better. Alright. So the editing is the part. Oops. So let's change my brush. Editing after you make some changes is a part that also takes a little bit of time. And delete this. And let's merge the hat again. Here we go. Okay. All right, let's do one more layer here to add some shadows. Yes, I added some already, but just realized that some of these shadows need to cover some of the parts over here. Let's see, how's this one? Oop, too big. Hey, you. Okay. Where else? We got shadows, like deep shadows. Do the shadow here. Oh yeah, I gotta clean this. Let's fix this up. When you create a formula of when you're drawing, everything just becomes so much easier because you just start to repeat the same steps over and over again, and there's less thinking that you have to do. There's usually parts sometimes that you get stuck and you're like, what else to add? And those are the parts that slow you down. Okay. I'm almost done with these shadows. Okay. Let's see. So the shadow goes up here. Goes up. One of the shadow over here. And a big one. I also don't want it to distort too much of the line that already has. And the shapes. Okay, is that all? All right, I'm gonna take a quick tea break. I'll be right back. Let's pause this. Turn this thing off. I'll be right back.
They fell in love with a boaty, tell them to the time. They started fucking with Kasim and nearly lost their mind. I just pray that they forgive me, I was just a child. I went from spicy down to mild, cause shit was getting wild. Somebody save me, this feels like slavery. My mom and dad deaf, but they still hear me. My pops told my mom I wasn't his, man, that's shady. Before she kicked him off our team, he tried to trade me. Somebody save me, please, I'm begging you, save me. Last year I nearly had myself a baby. That would've changed my life again, cause I'm too wavy. Just take a look up in her closet, that shit crazy. She fell in love with the light, she saw 100,000. I spent that on her in 2 years, I bet y'all wondering how. I don't spoil and tell, but best believe I'll take a bow. Sometimes I wonder without me, where would she be right now? Somebody save me, you cannot play me. I got an army full of niggas like the Navy. And like that water, everything we do is wavy. They asked me if I'm back for good, I told them maybe. I'm still a dancer, a rapper, freelancer. I'm an entertainer, if you need a solid answer. Or I'm entertain her until I can advance her. Until she gets sick of a nigga like I'm cancer. They fell in love with a boaty, tell them to the time. They started fucking with Kasim and nearly lost their mind. I just pray that they forgive me, I was just a child. I went from spicy down to mild, cause shit was getting wild. Somebody save me, this feels like slavery. My mom and dad deaf, but they still hear me.
All right, I'm back. Let's continue with the timer.
Last year I nearly had myself a baby. That would've changed my life again, cause I'm too wavy. Just take a look up in her closet, that shit crazy. Robert Hooks always begged me to find some peace of mind. And when he passed away, everybody started to cross the line. They took me out of my offer when I was in my prime. But I just linked back up with young blood and made up for time. Yeah, I'm at the mountain, so start your countdown. Every Sunday I piss can feel like a touchdown. Matter of fact, some of us just got back from Maryland. We teamed up with Mount Enon and took the show to the promised land. Yeah, but that is enough. High school, not cool. Those years was rough, so I had enough. Back then was weak, glowed up, got tough. That is a fact. Do this, do that. Bossed up and came back. Now I'm on attack. Beast mode.
I think the fan also needs to be a bit bigger. A bit bigger. Okay, let's go. Better.
Before she kicked him off our team, he tried to trade me. Somebody save me, please, I'm begging you, save me.
Okay.
Last year I nearly had myself
There we go.
that would've changed my life again, cause I'm
Wipe it a little bit.
just take a look up in her closet, that shit crazy. Let's talk about life on Beverly Road. Before these hoes started calling me ho, before these bros started calling me bro. You know back then when we follow the code, but these niggas different, they following flags. I'm chasing my liquor, they chasing a bag. My bag is a duffel, but I never brag.
Okay, so let's grab this one.
Don't let them catch you, don't get tagged. Don't freeze up, they cannot catch me, cause I never lag. Ease up, they popping these pills, but I'm popping these tags. Feed up, pick up the pace, I'm ahead of the race like a Jaguar. Vroom vroom, saved up and never bought that car. My ex said I wouldn't get this far. Way up in the sky when the stars are shooting down, they don't
Freeform.
I heard they don't have no scars. Oh, I heard they can't even spar. Whoa, but you heard the truth in my bars.
Alright, that's there.
Q got him stored in his reservoir. He just playing with y'all like Avatar.
Alright, that's all put in. Now let's do it again. Grab this. Somebody's in it. Somebody's in it. Alright, this one there. Okay.
me, try to trade me. Somebody save me, please, I'm begging you, save me. Last year I nearly had myself a baby. Now would've changed her life again, cause I'm too wavy. Just take a look up in her closet, that shit crazy. Yeah.
That's good enough. We can just clean up the rest. We can delete that later. Because I separated it this way, it's easy. And again, I see it's so saturated on the phone and on the computer, on like the stream. But that's okay. Let's see if we see it the same way in the screen. Let me let's see. Is it the screen? Yeah, it's just in the stream. Okay. Got some color here, here, and here. Okay, let's go back to the face. Let's click continue. A little bit more pink. Another thing that I do at times is I grab another layer to add smaller details with the brush, the regular line art, which are sort of like dashes. Sometimes I make it smaller, and like the veins, things like that, like the fingers, the nails. A bit loose at that. Okay. Okay. With the folds there, just add a little bit of that. Some of the shadows here. Used to be a little bit of red there. Add some shadows right here. Forgot to color that in. a little shadow here, shadow down here. Another thing that I want to get better at is finding the shapes, like when it comes to like shadow shapes and things like that. Just get better at defining those shapes and for them not to be so complex sometimes. Oh yeah, I forgot to close this loop here. That's too big. Alright, so we got this one. Comes down. Then we have the fold. And the red. Okay. Let's connect it. Alright. Let's color this up. Change this. Oh, forgot the hat. But yeah, I definitely need to find new methods of adding color to speed things up. In terms of like, when I was doing a lot more paintings, I used to do a lot of like big shapes covering, and then I'll go in and do smaller and smaller details. But nowadays that I'm doing this sort of like comic book style, I I pay I pay closer attention to the smaller details too soon. Like here, I would have just done the whole thing white first, then go in again the second time with the red, or the other way around, whichever one. Okay, I think it's time to add some of the beard. Let's do it on this one. Make the beard the same color as this. Actually, let's do it with a small brush and add some of the shadow of the beard first. Okay, so for the eyebrow. All right, now we can go back and draw them in, color them in. Okay. some of the white mustache and hairs all over. I'm also seeing that I made the mouth too big. 18 seconds. Let's grab this. And if anything, and we can add this. Oh, time's up. That was 15 minutes. Let's add 15 minutes more. Why not? That's already gonna be what? An hour and a half. Oops. At this. Move the mouth just a little bit more in. To there's good. And with this one, all I gotta do is just fill it in. And nothing gets damaged. Okay. Gotta make it even smaller. Close it up a little bit. 1, 2, 1. Oops. 1, 2, 3. That looks like an A. There we go. Alright, now time to go in with the shadows. The shadow will be on top of all the other colors. If I want at this point, I could just merge them, but I just want to leave them just in case I need to do a lot of other arrangements. Clipping mask. And now for the shadow, sometimes I like to use a brown or a blue, depending on how I want the mood to feel. And I think we're going to go with the brown. Make it multiply, bring it to 50%. And I still see that the mouth is a little bit too close to this side. So before we even do that, let's go back again. Fix the mouth a little bit more. Just because I see there's a gap between the mouth there and a little line right here on the cheek. Okay. All right, let's add some shadows. All right, now this, I like to get a little bit closer. Again, I'm trying to find shapes.
They fell in love with a bounty, tell them to the time. They started fucking way could seem and nearly lost their mind. I just pray that they forgive me. I was the
Okay.
I went from spicy down to mild, cause shit was getting wild.
How you
Somebody save
doing?
me. This
You
feels like
heard that?
slavery.
Go with what? Anything here? Hmm. Except for the tight as hell. Okay. Fill that up. Now is where things start to get a little bit of volume. Let's change it to blue. There's this one that I want to fill it up and bring it down. Fuck, please. Alright, we can go with this for now. And this is like, I want to say like, I feel like I'm sculpting a little bit when I'm going in making the shadows. Sort of like a chisel. To carve out some of the shapes in the shadows. Okay. It's a light source that's coming from the back. As I'm doing this, I'm also looking for the shapes to sort of fit, so it's like a cleaner shape. Okay, that one there. Okay. Look at the bow tie. Oh, I forgot this hand. 7 minutes. Then get the red. Oh. Back to this blue. If you guys have any question, let me know in the comments. What you guys want to learn, or what do you guys think about my painting process? See, fill this up. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's fill this up completely. I need to get bolder when it comes to shadow, like filling in the shadow. One thing that I haven't mastered or dive too deep into it. But the only way to get better at it is doing it over and over and over and over again. Okay. Let's go into the other side. Oh, actually, let's skip the hands again. All right, so shape I'm looking for is this. Is that right? Mm-hmm. There we go. And let's go with black for the nails. Thank you for tuning in, those who are passing by. Okay, here we go. All right, I forgot this. Smaller details. They're important, you know, but they're not super important because you can always add some of them with shadows and things like that. And we're going for stylized rendition of Samuel. We're not trying to capture everything. The tongue here. At one point, I used to. Oh yeah, I used to do this thing. Forgot that was a thing that I used to do at every drawing. Just give them some dash for the top lip, and the lower lip stays the same. And when I got really into it, I'll start doing a bunch of little dashes everywhere, just to add more contrast. Got the eyelids on the bottom. And erase away over here. Let's add some of this beard. Let's go into shadow again. Let's completely, completely shadow this part. That side, and then add a little bit of shadow here. And erase some of the shadow this side. All right. Let's put small details and shadows together. That's a shadow. This small detail. And connect this part here. What else? Should we add some of the teeth detail? It's not necessary, but Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Go back with the shadows. Time is up again. Alright, now no more timer, and I'm just gonna finish this. Let's lock in. Let's just see if we can put the... Nope, we can put the time. Okay. Let's see if we can find dark music have been repeated now. Cool thing with this part of adding shadows is that you can add as much as you want, and then you can always take away with the eraser. I feel like I have to go deeper in this darker shadows here. This one comes down, fill that one up. This one comes down, couple of jags. Okay, that one. Four different type of shadows. Okay. Let's go back with the arm. Okay. Let's go with the nails. Do them the same color. Color the teeth. Is that too much? Yeah, it looks like he's painted his nails. Alright, so bring it up a little bit. How is that? A little bit brighter. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Alright, let's bring them even more so. Let's lock these things, lock. And let's just fill them up quickly. Yeah, what? No, that's too much. See? Should we leave it like that? Alright, now let's go back and add some overlay lights for the highlight. And usually I would do either, nope, like a yellowish, orange, tons of blue. Let's see what color dodge. Yeah, color dodge would be good, but for like a reflection light. So let's go with the regular. There we go. Overlay. Just add a little bit of the highlights. As I'm adding highlights, I'm already seeing where I would need to add more shadows. Yeah, that's weird that I didn't think of adding shadows here. Or in the tongue, or in the teeth. What happens when you think you're going too fast? You forget certain things. Okay, that. Let's take waves right here. Okay, we got a little bit of light over here. All this time I've been saying highlight. I just meant a little bit of light. The highlights will be the last touch if I would want to add it. Okay, that's pretty much. Well, let's go back to the teeth. Add. The lips. This spot right here. I'm pretty happy with like the sharpness of the shadows and the highlight and the lights. Just because sometimes I'll go back and use the round brush a bit to like shape it up. It will look more realistic, but I want to make the transition to animation, and I feel like with animation I wouldn't want to spend so much time cleaning up the shadows. It's like making nice shapes. Yeah, just to make nice shapes, to give hints of things, not like super polished things. And I forgot to add the red jacket on this side, or red manga. How do you call that? That part. Now I'm thinking that this head needs to be longer. When I'm all the way down here, all the way far to this step, now I feel like, yep, the head is too shrinked. Now, can we fix it? We can try. Alright, now I'm gonna grab everything, all the layers, and we're gonna start with the neck. Okay. So we're gonna, move it back. Let's rotate this around this way. And we're just gonna pull it up slightly. Now let's bring him down. Let's see if this is a seamless fix. Boom. Alright, and we're done. Oh, I forgot the stars and the jackets, but for those we can just let's do this. Grab this color and we're gonna make let's just make little stars. Save some time. Not thinking too much at this point. I just gotta go to sleep. And let's do these little stars over here. Undo. Okay. Add this one. This one. This one here. And last one. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Now the final touches are the highlights. And sometimes I like to do it with this pencil brush. So battery's still kicking. And it's because I don't like to be so harsh, but let's see. Let's go all the way up. See how it looks if I make it with this brush. Make a little bit bigger. Add a little bit of highlight just here on the lip. The rim of the hat. The ears a little bit. This other side of the hat. Okay, let's give him a background. And I've been trying to keep a theme with orange, which is the color of my logo and the color I use for things. What can we make for this background? Let's just go with this shape. Does that look horrible? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. I forgot to make this a clipping mask. And let's raise it up a bit. This one. What if we put them together? Nope, too much. There we go. Zoom in again. Keep looking for some of these highlights. Oh crap. So I messed up. Okay, let's separate these two things. Boom, boom, boom. And last one. Separate. What am I doing here? Okay, so select and cut and paste. There we go. Oh, forgot the lip. All right, let's erase. And add it again. Let's add a little bit of to the glasses here. A little bit of glare. A little bit of funk right there. Okay, this blazer here has a little bit of light. The fingers. Okay. Very shiny fingers. The other fingers. Like that. Like they don't even exist anymore. Like that. Like they don't even exist anymore. So luckily for me, I always just have a duplicate. I just wanted to keep this out. I wanted to keep him. Boom. And we're done. I said that. Just remember about the tongue. What am I hearing? Oh wow, that's a lot of sounds. Alright, and here we're done. We're pretty done. Pretty done. Alright, well thank you for watching this 2-hour stream. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow me on the other socials if you made it this far. I know the colors are a bit saturated, but hopefully that's just this, whatever's happening here with the screen. Alright, peace out. Till next time. See you tomorrow.